The 2024 Arlington Supercross had so many storylines going at once, it was really hard to keep track of all of them. One of those being Moto Concepts Honda rider Vince Friese finding himself in the spotlight numerous times. In this video, I'm going to show you all of his incidents that he was involved in Arlington and whether or not I think he's at fault. Now before we get into that, issue number 7 of my magazine is out and ready to ship out the door. I work my tail off to get a magazine out there every other month. I do it 100% myself, all while bringing you guys my video content, my written content on my website, and working another full-time factory job on top of it. So if you guys want to support my work, this is the best way to do it. Let's try and keep the moto magazine industry alive. Alright, so Vince Friese caught some flack for some incidents in Arlington. Some I agree with, some I don't. In total, he got caught up with 4 guys throughout the night that we could see anyway on TV. Those riders being Ken Roczen, Eli Tomac, Stewart and Jett Lawrence. Let's take a look at the first incident. It happened relatively early in the race, and that is with Eli Tomac. Now, I saw a clip online going around and everyone complaining that it was Friese's doing, and that couldn't be further from the truth. You just have to just look at it a little closer than just scrolling by it and you can see the truth. He just happened to be in a bad situation on camera, bad position on camera, kind of a smoking gun per se, as Friese could be considered a repeat offender that just so happened to be near a moto crime. But as you can see in this clip, Eli is going down before Friese gets near him. If you look close enough, you can see Tomac cross ruts, his front end twists, and he goes down. Friese just happened to be right next to him. I mean, if you look at a distance, it does look like Friese cleaned him out. But as you can see, he didn't. So, thus, Vince Friese is innocent on this one. Incident number 2. This incident involved Ken Roczen and Stewart. A lot of people online, in the clip I found, I think it was on Instagram, it doesn't really matter. But in the clip, comments were saying, he's a lapper, get out of the way. If you go back to the race and watch, in this incident, Friese was ahead of all of them. He was in like 5th or 6th place. He's not a slow guy. He wasn't lapped at this point. But yeah, anyway, after the whoops before the over-under jump, we suddenly find Mookie and Kenny on the ground. Later, the broadcast would replay it so we could see what happened. As you can see on screen now, Friese was ahead of those two coming into the whoops. He's jumping. They're blitzing. He lands into the final whoop and moves to the main line as one would, closing the door on Kenny. Now, on one hand, you could say that Vince moved over deliberately to kind of slam the door in Kenny's face, knocking him down. On the other hand, you could say Kenny just came up a little fast, Vince didn't know he was there, and he was racing his race, just went into his line, not worrying about what's behind him. It's not your job to watch where the people behind you are going. When you're ahead, you control the situation. You're the better rider at that point. It's up to the person behind you to make their move when they see fit to pass you. It's not your job to make sure, oh, I'm out of the way for him to pass me. No. Unfortunately, this didn't work out for Kenny. As you can see, he just tried to take the inside line, fell down, and Stewart just got hit by the crossfire. So what's my decision on this one? Final decision, innocent. Vince Friese is innocent on this one. At first I could kind of understand. I was saying, okay, yeah, I understand how someone could say it's his fault, but when I really look into it, no, come on. Friese had control of the situation. He was running 5th, 6th place in the race. Kenny and Stewart want to get by him? That's on you, man. Alright, let's look at what I'd say is the most controversial one of the night, as this one could have changed the outcome of the race. This is the one on the final lap when Cooper Webb and Jett Lawrence are in a heated battle for the race lead. They come up to the whoops and Jett hits Friese's back tire, knocking him down. So who's at fault on this one? Let's first take a look at the clip. As you can see here, Vince Friese is already heading into the whoops. Then Cooper Webb goes to the right of the track, and Jett decides to go on the left following Friese. Now there's quite a bit of track there unused. Unfortunately for Jett, at the end of the corner, he came in a little hot and ran into Vince's back tire, knocking him down. Now, one could take Ricky Carmichael's side and say, hey, Jett should have seen this coming. Why didn't he move around him? Or he could say, hey, Vince blatantly saw the blue flag and didn't move over at all, so that's on him. Now, I personally think Jett had plenty of room to go around him. The track was pretty wide open. There was only 3 guys right there. The whole right side of the track was open. He didn't have to take the same line as Friese did, but huge but here. The fact that Vince was getting lapped and didn't move to the edge of the track after almost getting hit in the face with a blue flag, I guess I'm going to have to say that Vince is guilty on this one. But there's a caveat. I'm still also going to say that it could have been avoided had Jett looked ahead and raced ahead of him. Either way, the rules are the rules. Blue flag, move out of the way. Vince didn't do it, so on this one, I gotta say, Vince is guilty. Alright guys, that's the 3 major incidents involving the notorious Vince Friese, the Moto Devil, if you want to call him that. That's in reference to the Rap Devil, you know, whatever. Anyway, then Arlington Supercross. My verdicts were innocent, innocent, guilty. Let me know if you guys agree. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on all that, especially the last one. I want your opinion. Who do you think was at fault there? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.